Hey everybody, this is Cliff from Reaching History. We're going on another adventure today into a place that I found lots of Civil War relics before, and this will be the first time that I'm getting to use the XP Deus 2 in it. I'm pretty excited. I think I'm going to find some good stuff today. I hope so anyway. It rained real hard the day before, so it might be a little bit muddy, but we're going to give it a shot. If it's the first time you've seen Reaching History and you like what you see in the videos, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button and help Reaching History out. I'd appreciate it. We're just going to go ahead and get right on into the video, and we'll see what we get today. Got a signal right here that's reading in the 80s. I got a little bit wider shovel that I had in the back of the truck. Still reading high. I left my pinpointer at home, of all things. So we're gonna have to try to do this without a pinpointer. So still sounds pretty good. Ground's hard as a rock down here. It's really hard. Still in there. Maybe we'll get it out. Still right down there in the middle of that hole. Found a lot of bullets and stuff here, so it could be lead. It's really deep, whatever it is. All right, let me get back with y'all. All right, I got whatever was in there out. Sounds like it's laying right on top of the ground. We're just gonna have to, I think I got it. See lead, looks like a fired bullet. That's exactly what it is. That's a fired Civil War 3-ringer, probably 58 caliber. It was really deep, but it came in pretty good. We'll just keep checking around right here and see what else we can find. Got a pretty good reading right here. It's reading in the 60s and 70s. Let's see if we get this out and see what it is. Had a feeling it was iron, and that's what it is. It's part of an old like cooking stove. It's the bottom part. There'd be 3 prongs on it, and it's cast iron, and they would cook off of that. They'd put that over a fire. It's a pretty neat little find. We're going to keep it, and we're going to move on. All right, we got a signal reading about 45 or 40. Let's check this out and see what it is. If I hadn't said it already, I'm using the XP Deus 2. I think I got it out. I think I see it. I see something brassy. It's right here. All right, let's see what this is together. And I know what it is already. It is part of a tent eyelet or grommet. It's just a piece one side of it. We'll just stick that in our pouch and we'll move on. We're right here in a campsite, so maybe we'll find something really good here in a minute. I got a pretty good reading right here. It's bouncing around the 80s. It really could be iron. Found a lot of iron. Still reading in the 80s. Let's see what we got here. Maybe this is something decent. Get through all these corn stalks. This shovel's a little bit wider, but it's not as sharp as that other one. And right here where I'm at, it's really hard. This may be a bullet or something. It's pretty deep. It's probably about 6 or 8 inches. I may have to go back and get my other shovel. Oh. whatever it is still down in there. Sorry I didn't bring my pin pointer today. Just can't remember everything. I think I see it already right over here. Right here it is. It's a Civil War Burnside bullet. It's just the lead part of the bullet. Here, y'all can see that. That's a Burnside. It would have a brass casing right down here. And the cavalry, Civil War Union cavalry used these a lot. That's a pretty good find. We're just going to move on. Got a screaming 62 right here. Sounds shallow, but it may not be. Let's see here. Maybe 4 or 5 inches deep. It sounds really good. Got it out. Alright. Just gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way without a pin pointer. See it. Shotgun hole. It's all good. We'll just move on. Alright, y'all. I'm just going up and down this hill. Got a good signal right here. We got to dig at. That's 68 or 69. Sounds really good. Cut it out, whatever it is. We're gonna have to use the detector to pinpoint. Oh, I think I see it. Right there it is. That's another eagle button. It's a Civil War eagle button. Still got a stand-up shank on it right there. Let me wipe it off so y'all can see. Oh, almost dropped it. Another really nice Union Civil War eagle button. That's a good find. Oh, plus I got a baby worm right there. Check that out. Sorry about that little feller. Let's let him go. We'll put that in the bag and we'll move on. Hey y'all, I seen a piece of aluminum from a beer can or something laying on top of the ground right beside where I just dug this. Got this signal. I can see it laying there. I thought it was going to be a piece of aluminum, but what it is actually a button back. It's a little cuff button. I'll clean that off later. It's just the back of a Civil War button. It could be Union or Confederate because I found both here. But that's a pretty good little find. We'll just move on, see what else we can get. Just dug that button back right there. I've got something reading 78. It's just barely coming in. Let's just go ahead and dig it because I've dug buttons here. It's barely coming in. It's reading in the 80s. Could just be a deep piece of iron, or it could be a button. Get this corn stalk out of the way. Oh, I see it down there. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a button. Hang on just a second. Right there it is. It's right here. Right there it is. And it is a button. Swap this off. I'm going to be real careful. It's really corroded. Can't really tell what kind of button it is yet. We're going to clean that off later and check that out. That's a button. It's got some gold gilt on in front of it, so it could be Confederate. I'll clean that off later and I'll post a picture on this part so y'all can see what it was. That's a really good find. See y'all on the next one. So I got a signal right here. It's reading in the 70s. I moved some of the dirt off top of it because it's barely coming in. Let's dig this and see what this is. Sounded really good. I mean, it still sounds pretty solid. Just dug a nice button. I'm not sure what it is yet. but this could be another one. There's several off the side of this hill I found before. So we can find just about anything down here. Sorry about the shovel. I know I really need to improve on my shovel skills. I was reading, still pretty decent. It's right down there in the center. Just gonna be real careful and try to pull some of this dirt out around it. Let's go back. Still down in there. It seems to be right in the middle. Just gonna be real careful. Could be a button. Oh, I see it. There it is. Just a chunk of iron. But let's run this detector back over it. That's what it was. And I'll see y'all on the next one. All right, I got a pretty good reading right there in the 50s. Just dug a really pretty eagle button. Whatever it is out. Sorry about that, y'all. Try to get you around here where you can see what's going on. Whatever it is inside here. It's inside this. Still inside there. Okay. I think I see it right there. Little piece of brass. There it is. Now that could be, oh, it's a tent eyelet for a, it's a grommet tent eyelet. It's off of one of their tents, and we're right in a camp, so there should be several of these here, but that's a good little find. We'll just move on. Here it's kind of bouncing in the 69, 70 range. Sounds pretty deep. Let's just go ahead and dig it because I'm digging buttons, so. I think there's a piece of, I'm gonna go ahead and dig this. Let me move some of these corn stalks. I'm still trying to, I mean, I'm getting to where I understand this dais a lot better on tones, but you know, you just can't never tell. I'm gonna be careful because I don't know really where it's at without a pinpointer. So. Sounds really good, but I think it's iron. I'm gonna go over this way. It sounds like it's over there. Probably is. It's okay. It's iron. We're just gonna see what we got, cause could have been two different things in this hole. We're gonna go ahead and get this out and see, you know, what we got, cause sounds like a big piece of iron. It just keeps sounding like it's back this way. I hate to put y'all through this, but there it is. Big old square nail. Check that out. We'll put that in the bag and we'll move on. All right, I'm still on that same hole. I got a big square nail out of there. And I've got something still in the dirt right here. It sounds really good, so let's get this out together. There it is in my hand. Uh-oh. This is why you dig it all. I can see it already. Almost positive that's a Civil War eagle button. That's what it is. Let me get my glove off. And we'll wipe this off so y'all can see it. Right there's another eagle button. Just don't give up on those signals. This XP Deus is pretty good. I dug this out of that hole and that out of that hole together. You just got to take your time, go a little bit slower, and I always dig it all. So, you know, if it sounds pretty decent, it's coming out of the ground. That's the reason why right there. All right, I want y'all to see something. I just dug that button and that nail right there. And I'm getting a 50 50 something signal right here beside it. So let's go ahead and pop this up out of the ground. May not be anything, but it's really hard to tell. Still reading in the 50s. We're gonna have to use the coil to pinpoint with. Some of this stuff out of the way. Not in there. All right, got it in my hand. Little. Whatever it is. There it is. Real small. I'm sorry it's so muddy out here, but it's a real small piece of lead. We'll just move on. So I got a good signal right here. It's reading 49 to 50. Seems like the lower numbers in the 50s are usually lead. But I did dig a button a while ago that was reading about that same number. It was just a smaller number. I just wish I had my pinpointer, but it's okay. This worked pretty good too. It don't when it's really small though, but I've got a feeling that this is small. Got it. So whatever it is in here. Break this open. It's little. We definitely don't want to drop it. Could be lead. Let's see here. I feel like I'm panning for gold. Here it is. Little piece of lead right there. Little camp lead piece. All right, we'll move on. All right, I got one of those good 60 signals right here. A while ago it was a button, and I found and I mean when I had a 60 number on there, it was a button, but this may not be. Ooh, whatever it is in here. Right here. There it is. And I know exactly what that is, y'all. That is the bottom of a Williams cleaner bullet. It's the little plunger piece that goes into the bottom of it. I'll post a picture with it and show y'all what that is. It's a pretty good little find. We're just going to move on and see what else we can get into. All right, we got a signal right here reading in the 70s. Now I just came up through here. Right there's a dig hole. But for some reason this is reading high numbers, and it could just be that I didn't get across it the right way, and I'm pretty sure it's iron. Right here it is. It's just a piece of iron, but you know, you got to dig these signals. It's beeping and it's reading numbers one way, but I'm gonna go ahead and dig them anyway. All right, we'll see y'all next one. All right, I scraped some of this ground off, topsoil. I got something jumping in the 80s right here. Let's check it out. Still in the 80s, but it sounds ironish. I say ironish because I hear it when it's ringing out. You can hear it kind of bouncing off of the signal like there's, but you never know. So let's check it anyway. I see iron. There it is. That's part of a knife or something. This little piece of iron. It's okay. We'll move on. All right, y'all. I got pretty good little signal right here. It's reading and jumping around in the 70s. Let's try this one. It's reading 70 and 80 now. It's hard to manage these corn stalks. Let's do it anyway. Never know. Sounds whatever it is back this way. So we're gonna move some of this dirt real quick. Still reading in the 80s. And it sounds like it's down in the middle of the hole, so
Gonna be a little careful. Could be a button or something. It may not be, but I found plenty of them on the side of this hill, and I mean plenty. I think I see some iron down in there. Oh, I got a square nail, and I don't think that's it. But it might have been. It might have been standing straight up. Boy, that sounded awful good. I was reading in the 80s, so let's check this dirt. And that was it. That's crazy. All right, let's bury it back. I got a signal just a second ago. I didn't video it. Seen it laying on top of the ground. It was a piece of aluminum foil. And I thought there was another piece right beside it, and I got this signal. And I don't know if y'all can see that or not. There is a cuff eagle button right there. It was laying just, I mean, it was about 3 or 4 inches deep. But that's another good little button. Today's gonna be the little brass button day. I'll see y'all in the next dig. But y'all, I got a signal right here. It's reading in the 40s. And it's not very deep. I think we got it out. It could be aluminum, but we're gonna test it anyway. I think I see something brassy right here. Let's see what it is. It's just a little old bitty piece of thin brass. That's all that is. All right, y'all, I got a killer signal. Reading 73 right here. I say killer because it's the best one I've had in the last few minutes. Whatever it is out. All right. Well, I got it in my hand. It's probably going to be aluminum foil. Cause there it is. It's thin, little. There it is, and it's not aluminum foil. It's a really small brass brad. I'll clean that off later. Post it with it. It's just off of a belt. It's the brad that held the leather together. We'll see y'all next one. Got a signal down here, and it was reading in the 50s when I first started. Now it's reading in the 80s the more dirt I get off of it, so I figured I'd let y'all see this. I have no idea. Hoping for buttons and bullets and whatever. It's still reading in the high 70s, 78 and 80, so hopefully it's just a deep, something really nice. Get this dirt. Whatever it is, it's still down in there. That's a good sign. It's always a good sign. The deeper it is, the hell, oh, it's iron. There it is right there, a piece of an old pot rim or something. That's okay, we'll just keep on moving. Screaming 78. Maybe we'll find another bullet. There's a mixture of modern garbage out here, so it's still reading good. There's Civil War stuff in this field. I mean, it's scattered out. They walked through here. There's going to be dropped relics here and there. I think that's iron, and it is. Some type of pin. Definitely could be a tent stake. We're going to keep it and move on. All right, everybody, we're doing a roundup of the stuff I found in that field. Unfortunately, shortly before it was over with, it started raining, and I just decided to come on home. I left some of the iron stuff I had on my bumper of my truck. I was trying to hurry up and get in the truck because it started pouring down, and unfortunately, I lost some of it, but it's okay. I had some of this stuff still in my bag. Today we got some more horseshoe pieces, which I don't videotape all the iron signals. I did have several pieces that I did. I actually think that this might be, it's a possibility, could be part of a bayonet. I mean, it has the same groove in the top of it, and it just kind of looks like it. Of course, I did find a shotgun hole out there today. and several pieces of horseshoes. Found this at the end of my video. This could be a tent stake for a tent or something, or they just drove it into the ground, but it was right there around where I was finding everything else. You know, all in all, not a lot of iron, but you know, I still find some. Here's some of the camp lead, or what I thought was camp lead till I got home and started cleaning it off. I actually think this piece might be a bullet. And it's kind of banged up a little bit, but it almost looks like some type of bullet. The rest of these are just little pieces of lead from a campfire, or where they melted lead down to make bullets. Let's see, right before I got to the truck, I found this piece. Didn't get to videotape it. I was trying to run, still got some dirt on it. But it's a brass brad that's actually still got some of the leather in between it. I don't know if that's Civil War or not, but it's a real good possibility. It's got that aged look to it. Here's a couple pieces of the brass that I found. And both of these pieces actually have some kind of design on them. You can kind of see some little scallops in that brass. This one also has some pieces, some little places in it that looks like it used to be something. You know, I'm not sure what that is. Could be part of an old picture frame or something like that. There's the little brass brad that I dug. This is part of a tent eyelet, or it is a tent eyelet, and then this is the little piece that came off of another one. This is just the back of a Civil War button. I don't know if it's Union or Confederate. It's hard to make anything out on it. It's pretty corroded. Okay, these are some of the bullets that I got, which I know this one's not going to be in the video, but I've got that on one of my shorts. You can watch me find it on there. That's just a 58 caliber 3-ringer drop. This is the Burnside bullet that I found. Got the 58 caliber fired, the bottom of the cleaner bullet that you see in the video. And these are the eagle buttons that I got today. Got some pretty nice ones. This is a coat-sized Union eagle button, Civil War eagle button. I got 2 cuffs. One's in my short videos and one's in this video. They're just regular Civil War cuff eagles. They're in pretty nice condition. I also found this one, and I'm thinking this is a flower button. This is the one that I was mentioning had gold gilt on it. I tried to clean it off a little bit. You can see some of the hint of the gold. I believe that's just a 2-piece flower button. And of course, this button right here is a Civil War Union eagle button that I dug in the same hole with this big square nail right here. That was a pretty good little find. You know, it wasn't a bad hunt. I also found this little piece, before I forget to mention this. And I would have thought that was garbage until I cleaned it off. And it's got brass on the front, lead filled, and some kind of little attachment hook right here. So that could be part of a rosette or something like that. I'd also found that little piece. But I was gonna say, you know, maybe next time we'll get into some real good stuff. I'm still hunting some of these places that I'd hunted once before with other detectors, and I was just taking this XP Deus 2 out and just really seeing what I was doing. And it's doing pretty good. I'm pretty excited about it. It does real well on small brass items and lead, and I'm sure here pretty soon I'm hoping I'm going to start finding some plates again, or you know, artillery shells or anything. Until then, I'll see y'all on the next one, and I appreciate everybody watching, and thanks for watching Reaching History, and we'll see y'all on the next video.